Good afternoon, and welcome to Colorado State University on this beautiful December afternoon. Will the audience please stand? Ms. Sarah Louise Peplow will sing the national anthem. Please join in the singing if you wish. Please be seated. I also extend my welcome to you on this beautiful Colorado afternoon. My name is David McLean, and I serve as the Dean of the College of Engineering. On behalf of the Colorado State University Administration, the Board of Governors, and the faculty, I welcome you to this commencement ceremony for the Fall 2014 College of Engineering graduating class. Today, we celebrate the accomplishments of our students who have completed the requirements for a baccalaureate degree in the majors offered by the College of Engineering. Please join me in a round of applause in congratulating those students on this happy occasion. I would like to introduce the members of the platform party. Would each of you stand briefly as I call your name? Dr. V. Chandrasekhar, Associate Dean for International Research. And I'd ask just if we'll have one round of applause for everyone at the end. So, Dr. Robin Brown, Vice President, Enrollment and Access. Dr. David Dandy, Department Head, Chemical and Biological Engineering. Dr. Dan Gessler, Vice President and Principal, Alden Research Laboratory, Inc. Dr. Johannes Gessler, Emeritus Faculty Member, Civil and Environmental Engineering. Dr. Dorothy Harrell, Chair, Board of Governors of the Colorado State University System. Dr. Tony Maciejewski, Department Head, Electrical and Computer Engineering. Dr. Sue James, Department Head, Mechanical Engineering. Dr. Kevin Lear, Associate Director, School of Biomedical Engineering. Dr. Chuck Shackelford, Department Head, Civil and Environmental Engineering. Dr. Steve Schaefer, Professor, Mechanical Engineering. Dr. Tom Siller, Associate Dean for Academic and Student Affairs. Ms. Brittany Stinson, United Launch Alliance. And Dr. Wade Troxell, Associate Dean, Research and Economic Development. Please now, a round of applause. Tom, will you come forward, please?
Thank you, Dean McLean. I would like to recognize our honorary society members. Tau Beta Pi is the National Honor Society representing the entire engineering profession. It was founded in 1885 to recognize students who possess superior scholarship and exemplary character. Will the Colorado State graduates who are members of Tau Beta Pi please stand and be recognized? Congratulations, thank you. Now we have other engineering honor societies that recognize outstanding students in the individual majors. These include Omega Chi Epsilon for Chemical and Biological Engineering, Chi Epsilon in Civil Engineering, Eta Kappa Nu in Electrical and Computer Engineering, and Pi Tau Sigma in Mechanical Engineering. Will the graduates who are members of these honor societies please stand and be recognized? Congratulations. You may be seated. Next, I get to recognize the University Honors Program Scholars. So we recognize students who have earned the distinction of the University Honors Program Scholar. To become a University Honors Program Scholar, a student completes an integrated program of studies, which includes 4 honors seminars, 2 honors courses in the major, and an honors thesis, while achieving at least a 3.5 cumulative GPA. Will the following students please stand and remain standing when I call your name, and then we'll give a round of applause for the group. Carolyn Draper from Civil and Environmental Engineering, Samuel Felton from Computer Engineering, Rosalind Reynolds from Civil and Environmental Engineering, Caitlin Spendlow from Engineering Science, Lucas Thompson from Civil and Environmental Engineering. Let us congratulate all of these honor scholars. Congratulations, you now may be seated. At this time, I introduce my predecessor in this position, Dr. Johannes Gessler, who will introduce our speaker. Johannes?
Thank you, Tom. It's good to be back on campus. It's a nice facility you got here now. Unquestionably, this is a rather unusual and rather unique assignment, to introduce my own son as the commencement speaker. But the dean felt that I'm probably the one who knows him better than anybody else. Good point. So, knowing him well, I certainly do. And my wife and myself taught him all kinds of things: biking, swimming, sailing. He is a pretty good tennis player as well, and he loves to build and fly his model airplanes. But I also had the opportunity to get to know Dan through a number of professional projects we did together. Assignment in South Africa, in Siberia, and most recently a project related to the aftermath of the volcanic eruption of Mount St. Helens. What else is it you would like to know about our speaker? Well, he is truly a local kid. Local schools all the way. Yes, I tried a number of times to convince him that perhaps it would be a good idea to earn at least one of his advanced degrees at a university other than Colorado State University. He didn't. But he made up in diverse experiences in his professional career. An internship in Switzerland when he still was an undergraduate student here in civil engineering. Consulting engineering in Atlanta, back in Colorado. And for a number of years, he worked as a research associate here at Colorado State University. Then, some 15 years ago, he joined Alden Research Laboratory. And since then, he also started a branch office. Where else? In Fort Collins. The kid has come back home. Alden is very much like the hydraulics lab out at the Engineering Research Center here, but on a private basis and considerably larger than the lab here. As vice president, he is responsible for physical and computational modeling of flow processes. What keeps him interested in his job, day after day, is the fact that each new project brings its own unique challenges. Nothing is the same twice in a row. Projects like, for instance, the sedimentation problem connected with a water intake for a cooling system for a power plant, maybe fish ladder bypassing a dam, or most recently, and actually ongoing, the testing of the incredibly big, and I mean incredibly big, new locks at the Panama Canal expansion project. Please help me welcome Dr. Dan Gessler to the podium so he can share some of his thoughts with you.
Thank you for that special introduction, Dr. Gessler and Dad. Congratulations to everyone that's graduating this weekend, the engineers here in front of me, as well as those from other majors. As I prepared for this speech, I tried to think of something humorous to start with, but remembered that I'm actually not a funny person. So I did what all of you would do. I went to the internet, and there I saw that the most common joke is to tell a group of very similarly dressed graduates that it's time for them to become individuals. But as I look out on all of you now, to me you actually look like a team, a winning team, a CSU Ram team. So I'm going to tell you to go out and become team players, which of course is a huge part in engineering, where all large projects are completed by teams of engineers, not individuals. For the last 4 years or more, you have remained focused and dedicated to the task of successfully completing the requirements to become an engineer. To the faculty, friends, and family, your support during this time was instrumental in helping these graduates get here today. I expect every student here has benefited at some time from a faculty member that stayed late to explain a difficult concept one more time. You have shared laughter and perhaps a few tears with the friends that you made here at Colorado State. And to the families, your support for these young engineers has not gone unnoticed either. All of you have made a difference and matter a great deal. As you have pursued your degrees, you have probably had 1 or 2 classes that were more challenging than the rest. For me, those classes were in electrical engineering, since I'm a civil. After 30 years, I still remember those classes. It is the struggle and the work and the challenge of difficult classes that gives us the sense of fulfillment and accomplishment today on graduation day. Since kindergarten, you have been working to meet the expectations of your parents, maybe siblings, coaches, and mentors, your teachers in elementary school, middle school, high school, and now here at CSU. The tennis player Althea Gibson said, "No matter what accomplishments you make, somebody helps you. Today, you have made those that helped you proud." So, what does the future look like for you now that you just reached what was your biggest goal? Unless you go to grad school, there are no more midterms or final grades to consider. Take a moment, whether you're graduating today or not, and picture your next goal in life, where you would like to be 5 years from now. What is important to you? What do you value? Maybe it's career or friends and family. Maybe it includes financial stability and intellectual stimulation, or recreation and spirituality. Maybe a combination of all of those. We can think of this as a wheel, a well-balanced wheel with spokes representing each of the values that is important to you. All of the spokes are the same length because a wheel has to be round, but some of the spokes are wide and some are thin. Perfectly engineered adjustable spokes, of course, that guarantee a certain balance in our daily lives. The spokes have varying thickness because the importance of the spokes, the importance of your values is different for each of us. If money is less important to you, then that spoke can be a little thinner. Working incessantly is really only negative if it is causing stress in your life by preventing you from doing other things that you would also like to be doing. But to be sure, we all only get 24 hours per day, so we must make choices, and time spent on one thing cannot be spent on another. Balance is often dictated by outside forces, outside influences that can be beyond our control. So setting priorities can be a helpful tool. Now think about what matters to you, your values, and how the focus and purpose of your life will change with time. Now consider again, what you value? What matters to you? How would you like your epitaph to read? What would you want your friends, family, and colleagues to remember about you? Why does this matter? Well, like I said a moment ago, after today, nobody's grading you anymore, and your goals, your outlook is probably changing. You may have your eyes on a specific job, but if that job does not meet your expectations, then you can change jobs. Or for that matter, you can change careers if you would like. And start over again, I'll add. So, guided only by a moral compass and societal norms, we can move through life and choose to do whatever matters most to us. What matters to you now will likely change with time. When I was a kid, I used to play with Legos, and I would search for the perfect piece for everything that I was building. And not only did it have to have the right size and the right shape, I insisted that it have the right color as well. And I would search for that piece until I found it in my box of Legos. Now my life is focused more on my family, my wife and kids that are here with me today, and my engineering career. The drive to find the right Lego piece has been replaced by a drive to find elegant and optimal engineering solutions to whatever problems that we are working on. I have 3 challenges for you today. 3 challenges. My first challenge to you is to assess your values. Assess your values and think about what matters to you and how this will shape your life. Consider how the focus and purpose of your life might change with time. Earlier, when I was asking you to consider things that you value, many of you probably thought about things that make you happy, things that make you feel good, and what you could do to maximize those. I expect all of you are feeling pretty good today. A long journey's coming to an end, and an exciting new one is about to start. So I believe that there are 2 kinds of happiness: diversion and fulfillment. Most people need both. Diversions are those countless small things that make us feel good throughout the day, a little bit like candy for the brain. Maybe a text message from a friend sharing a joke or a picture or a moment from their lives. Maybe it's a fun date that hopefully lasted a little bit longer than the text message that you used to set it up. Or maybe it's just time spent listening or conversing with another person without the distraction of messages. To derive fulfillment, on the other hand, or a sense of accomplishment, requires more work. It seems that fulfillment is something that cannot be simply handed to us. It is something we have to work for. I'll share an example with you. I'm a Peyton Manning fan because I think he's a phenomenal leader. So for me, a very pleasant diversion earlier this season was watching him throw his 510th touchdown pass, setting a new record in the NFL. I think if we were to look at that same event from Manning's perspective, who worked 15 years to reach that, what was a diversion for me was probably a deep sense of accomplishment and fulfillment for him. Gratification you have to work for, and this is what you feel today after 4 or more years of hard work to reach graduation. If we could have simply implanted an engineering chip in you, and you could have skipped the 4 years of hard work, appealing as that may have sounded during your freshman year, and for that matter may still sound appealing today, I don't think you would feel the same satisfaction that you do at this time. And I think this counts for the parents and families that are here as well. After helping to guide these young adults for the past 20 plus years, You must feel very pleased today. Congratulations to you. So my second challenge, I said there were 3. My second challenge is for you to challenge yourself. Challenge yourself to seek out a fulfilling life. Challenge yourself to push the limits of your comfort zone. Live in the moment and enjoy the candy, but try to maintain a sense of purpose, a sense of direction and focus, and remember that everything makes a difference to someone. Earlier I said that since kindergarten, you have been focused on doing what it takes to get here today. You met the expectations of others so that you could accomplish your goal of becoming engineers. The world of engineering is incredibly broad, and what you can do with your engineering degree is equally broad. Some of you may join the Peace Corps, helping people to help themselves in countries that are working to reach a level of development that we take for granted here in the United States. Some of you will have jobs pushing the very limits of technology in biomedical or engineering science, mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, or maybe even civil engineering. Advancing engineering design for the entire world and for generations to come. And the most wonderful part is that if you don't enjoy what you're doing, if you don't feel fulfilled by your career, you can change it. A friend of mine once described life as the most amazing movie, a movie in which you are the writer, the producer, the lead actor, and you've been given the liberty to change the script anytime you choose. Changing the course of your career, however, can be difficult, and the longer that you're headed in the same direction, the more difficult that can become, the more inertia your life will take on. But the choice is yours. It is your life, and you can make the change. In that context, the most important thing that I learned at Colorado State was how to learn. How to think independently and how to think critically. Each of you has learned this as well, or you could not be here today. It is this skill that will allow you to advance in your careers, grow within your job, and see your way to solving engineering problems that were not only not covered in class, but that quite possibly we don't even realize exist yet today. An important part of learning is reflection. Reflection on your experiences and learning from your experiences. It is sometimes said that wisdom is the sum of experience and reflection. I'll offer you a derivative of that. Wisdom is the product of experience and reflection, and I'll use the word product in both its common and mathematical meaning. So you cannot derive wisdom without experience, and you cannot derive it without reflection. For many people, we spend more time experiencing and less time reflecting. We move from one event to another, from one goal to the next, from one appointment or meeting to the next, but without taking the time to learn from what has transpired. In the words of the American author Henry David Thoreau, the question is not what you look at, but what you see. And there couldn't be any truer words in the world of engineering, where we don't just want to look at engineering problems, we hope to see our way to solutions and to solving them. So my third and final challenge to everyone here is to reflect on your experiences. Take the time to learn from your experiences. Think about where you have been, where you are, and where you are going. A few years ago, I came across a newspaper article with the heading, "Looking Back Over the Years Through the Eyes of an 82-year-old." The article resonated with me, so I clipped it and kept it and thought I would share a very small part of it with you today. If I had my life to live over again, I would make more mistakes. I would relax. I would be crazier. There are few things I would take as seriously. I would take more chances. I would take more trips, climb more mountains, and definitely eat more ice cream. I would have more actual troubles and fewer imagined ones. For you see, I was one of those people who lived sensibly and sanely, hour by hour, day by day. If I could do it all over again, but you see, I can't. Perspective changes with time, so I would encourage you to look back and learn from your distant past as well. It has been an honor and a privilege to be your commencement speaker today, and I'm grateful to CSU for giving me a chance to pause and reflect with all of you. Hopefully, each of you can find something in what I have said that resonates with you. My first challenge was to assess your values. What is important to you? What is your balanced life? Recognizing that balance may be influenced by forces you cannot always control. My second challenge was for you to challenge yourselves. Challenge yourself to pursue a fulfilling career, one that is rich with diversions and joy, but also one with purpose and direction, one that lets you make the difference in the world that you want to make. And my third challenge was to reflect on your experiences. Take the time to reflect on your past and learn from your past. Think about where you are today and where you would like to be in the future. Although I am your commencement speaker, I don't have an exact formula or an exact recipe, if you will, for achieving a successful and gratifying career that brings you satisfaction and happiness. Each of you gets to find your own way, and that's the exciting part. You each get to navigate your own way to a future that is built around your values and what matters the most to you. Thank you again, and congratulations to all of you.
Thank you, Dan. It's great to have a Gessler continuing the long tradition of contributing to our college in this important way, so I really appreciate it. Now, I get to do one of my favorite parts, which is to introduce the students so that they can receive their degrees. So, I get to present the students who are here for the baccalaureate degree from all the engineering majors. So will the students please rise? Dr. Harrell and Dean McLean, it is my pleasure to present to you these students who have completed all the requirements established by the various majors in the College of Engineering for the Bachelor's of Science degree. The Faculty Council has recommended to the Board of Governors that these students receive their Bachelor's of Science degree at this time. Dr. Harrell, would you please come to the podium?
Thank you, and good afternoon. Graduates, on behalf of the faculty and staff of Colorado State University and the Board of Governors of the Colorado State University system, I want to express our congratulations and our great pride in your achievements, as well as our very best wishes for future success. Thank you for choosing Colorado State University, and please know that even as you leave this beautiful campus, you will always remain a part of this institution. So this is the moment that you have worked toward and dreamed about. And so it is with very great pleasure that I offer these words. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Governors of the Colorado State University System, I hereby confer the Bachelor's of Science degree on each of you, together with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereunto. Congratulations.
Students, you may be seated briefly. Thank you, Dr. Harrell. We are now awarding the diplomas individually for the members of the graduating class. I would like to ask Dr. Harrell and Dean McLean and the department heads to come forward and shake hands with the graduating seniors as they accept their diplomas. As a benefit to the students, and please listen carefully, a photographer will take pictures of the graduate as they come across the stage. So when you get to shake hands, stop. It's not an action photo. We want a nice photo for all your parents and friends. So please take your time to get this photo done. So the graduates, please be prepared. And the marshals, I ask you to come forward. And the second photo, by the way, will be taken on the side for you to commemorate this important day. So now I ask the graduates to be prepared, and the marshals, bring them forward.
The academic honor guidelines for students who are graduating with distinction are as follows. Summa cum laude designates approximately the top 1% of graduates in the university. Magna cum laude designates approximately the next 3% of graduates in the university. And cum laude distinguishes approximately the next 6% of the graduates in the university. First, we have chemical and biological engineering. Shui Han. Luke Thomas Van. Now we have civil engineering. Chen Chen. Bashir Ahmadi. Yusuf Ali Al-Ali. Othman Mansour Al-Haran. Colton Daniel Beck. Caroline Rose Draper. Jeremy Charles Getch. Samuel Coleman Hummel. Trace Stewart Krause. Kyle Jeffrey Lucas. Patricia Jane Murray. Amanda Clarissa Marie Poinselot. Rosalind Elizabeth Reynolds. Huda Taka. Lucas Edward Thompson. Now we have environmental engineering. Dylan Lee Armstrong. Sarah Christine Dixon. Rachel Danielle Haas. Chase Jones. Now we have computer engineering. Cameron Matthew Bloom. Chad Michael Brotherton. Craig Michael Cogdill. Jeremy Nathaniel Dove. Electrical and computer engineering with a minor in mathematics, magna cum laude. Samuel Carr Felton. Terry Finnegan Dosu. Jeremy Robert Eldridge. And now we have electrical engineering, EU Fenn. Liam Matthew Gallagher, electrical engineering and mathematics of information. Ryan James Johnson. Ryan Richard Nash. Kevin Daniel Sisto. Adam James Vanderplug. Now we have engineering science. Rachel May Gard. Caitlin Bethany Spendlow. Now we have mechanical engineering. Alex Funk. Matthew James Shannon. Brock Mayo Summermeyer. This concludes the awarding of diplomas.
So engineering graduates of 2014, let me add my congratulations to that of the others who have spoken before me. Today represents an important milestone in your life. Much hard work and many long hours went into achieving this goal. And you should be rightfully proud of this accomplishment today. Higher education continues as a powerful tool to better your own life, the lives of those around you, and society as a whole. A degree is one of the few things that once earned can never be taken away. Your intellect, your ability to reason, and your judgment have all been enhanced because of the education you've received at Colorado State University. Indeed, this is a day to celebrate. I ask you to recall your first few days on campus. For many, this was an exciting and I'm sure at times overwhelming experience. But here you are at the end of your journey. I think all of you will agree that this journey would not have been possible without the support of family, of friends, and of members of the staff and faculty. As you celebrate this day, I ask that you take time to give special thanks to those that helped you achieve this remarkable success. You chose to become an engineer because you wanted to make the world a better place. As some context on this decision you've made, only about 4% of all the degrees that are awarded in the U.S. are in engineering. and then among the entire population, only about 1% are engineers. Consider the challenges that our world faces today: food and water to sustain a growing population, energy issues, climate change in the environment, global health issues, just to name a few. In each of these, engineers play a critical role in finding solutions. So whether your passion is in computers and electronics, civil and environmental engineering, mechanical, chemical, or biomedical engineering, it is your time to solve not only today's problems, but also the problems we're going to face going forward. Graduates, I know you will do well. As reflection, today's diploma is not the end of your journey through life, but it is a very significant milestone along your way. The degree that each of you has earned here today is a fulfillment of the vision of Justin Morrill, who over 150 years ago penned the act that established land-grant universities, providing access to an education and enabling success for those with the tools and the dedication to make a difference in society, no matter their economic background, no matter where they came from. You have not just the ability, but also the responsibility to go out into this world and make a better place. Lead by example, and you will bring others along with you. So my very best wishes to you all, and congratulations, and go Rams. Now I would like to ask Miss Brittany Stinson to come to the podium.
All right, so hi, my name is Brittany Stinson, and a few years ago, 12 to be exact, I was sitting where you guys are now, holding that diploma from the College of Engineering in my hands. I'll never forget how excited and proud I felt to finally get that diploma in my hand, but I remember feeling a little sentimental about leaving this beautiful campus and jumping into, quote, real life, leaving behind some of the greatest times of my life at Colorado State University. It may be time for you all to move on, and everyone sitting here has a different path and future ahead. But whether you stay in Fort Collins or travel to the far ends of the world, you have all one important thing in common with each other and with more than 200,000 others who have come before you. You are all alumni of Colorado State. I'd like to be the first to welcome you to that alumni family. You join poets and scientists, teachers and engineers, food producers, care providers, and entrepreneurs. When you leave campus, be assured that the university will not leave you. No matter where your personal and professional journey takes you, know that the CSU Alumni Association, your college, and your former professors will be here for you every step of the way. Congratulations on a job well done, and go Rams.
I'd also like to take a moment here just as we conclude our ceremony to acknowledge some others that are with us today who deserve special thanks for their many contributions. Would the faculty members please stand? Please join me in recognizing the faculty's significant contributions to our students. So we've recognized the graduates and some of the on-campus support group. I'd like to also acknowledge the very significant contributions of the off-campus support group. Would the parents, the spouses, the partners, the spouses-to-be, family members, and friends of our graduates, will you please rise? Thank you. So let us all rise together and join in the singing of the Alma Mater. The words of the Alma Mater are on page 1 of your programs. Please be seated. On behalf of the faculty, staff, and students, I thank the parents, families, friends, and guests for participating in our ceremony this morning. Please remain seated while the graduates, faculty, and platform group depart. Thank you again for joining us today, and I hope you have a safe trip going back home. My congratulations again to the new alumni of Colorado State University. Well done.